So I've been denied from leaving Bolivia with my Tuk Tuk on my 23-country adventure from Argentina to Alaska. Many comments are saying to just leave. There are plenty of roads connecting the two countries, but without a paper trail on a Peru entry, I'd have to exit illegally into the next country too. Unfortunately, bribes are also common in this country, although since my issue is within the system, more authorities have been notified about my exit attempt.
Okay, ir a policía.
This episode has way too many police interactions as I try to prove that my crashed tuk-tuk will never again return to Bolivia, hopefully clearing me for an issue-free crossing into Peru.
Oh my friends, we are so f***ing cooked.
Hey, what are you saying?
Para ti, para ayudarte.
Another go at 3 wheels to Alaska.
Alright then, little Miss Pats. See you later, hey? Today is the day. You gonna stay? No. Good girl. Here we go. I'm a bit stressed, I can't lie, ladies and gentlemen.
We're still in La Paz in Bolivia. If you saw the last episode, it's an absolute mess where they didn't leave me, they didn't let cars past and things, but they didn't let me leave in the new tuk-tuk. They're not happy that I've already got an existing tuk-tuk out of the country. It's the one that's written off in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
So crazily enough, a formal police report from the Brazilian Highway Patrol with detailed diagrams and photos of the wreckage is not enough proof for the border force to let me cross to Peru. But you know by now, there's nothing better to combat Bolivian bureaucracy than local cuisine. So before we do anything drastic, let's find brekkie.
Yeah, this looks like the spot for breakfast actually. Looks like a lot of locals kind of chilling in here. We're getting fresh ones, which is really good. How nice. Gracias. Some of the best. Like a 9 out of 10. Mixed of like meat and chicken in that. Kind of juicy, sweet. Son los mejores de mi vida. Gracias.
Alright, wow, what a feed. I don't know how many salteñas I have in me. Such a mystery of when I'm getting out of this country.
Hola, ¿tienes jugo de mango?
Muy amable. Tengas un buen día.
Ciao. A mango juice to like, yeah, just freaking, again, calm the nerves, eh? We're around the corner from step 1.
Phase 1 was convincing Aduana, aka customs officials, that this tuk-tuk was never going to be driven again. Easier said than done, as I reckon this thing could drag out a couple of weeks, costing me time and of course money, staying in cities far longer than we'd like.
So as well, legends, any Australians in La Paz, forget it, right? That building behind me is supposed to be the Embassy of Australia. I have sent an email off. They have kind of replied back. They'll try to help, but there's not much they can do. They've never heard of a case like mine, unfortunately. Just going over there to speak to them in person, maybe. It doesn't exist. Kind of just like the Google reviews explain anyway. So yeah, I was on the way as well. Thought I'd pop in. We're a street away. There we are. Aduana Nacional.
Yeah, I got no clue what we're even the road left. Here we go then, huh? Here we go. Alright, so we're making some headway, legends. I've got to tell them my story about like the crash, how I left Argentina, how long I was like outside the borders for where I went to with which countries after. So I'm a bit stressed, but we're making some headway, I think.
We're done. That was a bit of a mess. There was police around, literally in the window I was signing the document off on. They were just standing there, so I couldn't elaborate really inside. Right now, I'm taking the teleférico 1 hour after printing off photocopies of all my documents. I need to go to another office. I knew this would happen. It's never one office and done. It's figuring something out, going somewhere else. So originally going there, I thought it would be a case of whether they would let me leave or not. Now they said I will be able to leave the country with the vehicle. I just have to close the current case with my old vehicle. It's now depending on how much of a fine they'll make me pay, if any at all. So fingers crossed nothing. It's a cool car, by the way, cool car. Sí, okay. Qué terrible. Yeah, sí. Esas fotos, también el documento de la policía. We're back in this little cubby hole that has all the print shop equipment, so we're just getting all that printed off. Unfortunately, we are still having to deal with like problems with the crash, obviously, and seeing the photos again is just freaking horrendous to like remember what we went through. By the way, still haven't got the insurance money. We're trying to ask for $6,000. I'm just going to be transparent with it, and they offered us 1.4K USD. So we're far from sorting out that process more than 6 months on. There we go, we got it. Could write a book with all that I've got. I've got what I've written, my passport, my license, the 15 pages from the police, the photos of the accident. I've got then the entry form. I didn't think I would have it still, but I had the entry form from when I left Bolivia the first time with the first vehicle. Muchas gracias. Right, we got a plastic sleeve for it, making it all look more professional. We're really trying to dodge and weave a potential fine out here. That's what we're trying to do. We've got a hectic travel now, all the way to El Alto, another city. Perdón, señor. Línea morada.
La línea morada que decir.
Sí.
Por aquí también directo puedes ir. Sí,
Gracias. Legend. We're going on the gondola now. The purple line is what I asked him. We'll go find it. We're a couple streets away. Takes us directly, almost out front, the next customs office we need to go to. Not bad, man. It's a time. I'm getting hopeful. I'm getting excited. I'm feeling like we're closer than ever to Peru. Fingers crossed. There we go. That's the purple line. 40 cents. Rip up the mountain. Are we, boys? We're good. Yeah. What about you guys? Just traveling? More chill?
This is the first time so far.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look at that.
This gondola system is one of the most unique public transport systems you'll ever see, and it's vital to serving its locals here in the highest capital city in the world. Being also the largest urban cable car network, it stretches over 30 kilometers. It links La Paz with El Alto, where I'm going now, gliding above steep cliffs and dense neighborhoods. More than just scenic though, this system cuts commute times from over an hour to just 15 minutes. Locals use it every day, and for travelers, it's the perfect way to take in the city's stunning views. If you visit La Paz, don't just see the gondola, ride it.
Hi guys.
Hi, sir.
Nice to meet you guys.
Likewise.
Nice to
All
meet
the
you
best.
guys. Later, boys. Those guys were from my city, Brisbane, in Australia. It's so insane. It's the fourth and the fifth Australians I've met in all of my 2 years of travel. So to just chat a bit of Aussie English, far out. I love it. What a nice surprise, just meeting those guys in line. But yeah, this is how it goes. A bit more dangerous. Everything's a bit cheaper. Everything looks a bit more rustic, how I like it. So some markets again. What do we got here? Yeah. ¿Tienes mocachinchin? Ah, yeah. Ahí, gracias. I was just thinking of mocachinchin, which is these bad boys. But they've actually got un wadi chocolate, amigo. So wadi is a beer here, and they've got a version, it's chocolate. Nothing like a bit of a midday beer. I've never tried the chocolate version either, which is crazy. ¿Te pide una? Sí. ¿Es bueno? ¿Probaste?
No, menor de edad.
Ah, claro. Okay, bueno, gracias. $1.20 chocolate beer. Frick, we'll see how it goes. Well, that's kind of revolting. The first initial taste is complete, just like a lager, and then it's like claps you with some like a dark chocolate note, which is weird. ¿Te gusta eso, señor?
This is wadi.
Sí, pero chocolate es raro. Wadi. Alright. Locals like it. I don't know about what I'm thinking.
Finding the next customs office was the most difficult task of the day. In Latin America, everybody is so friendly that they truly want to help. They'll sometimes even point you in the wrong direction to not have to leave you stranded without an answer.
Yeah, it's a full bus station. Now where are we going?
After walking around in circles, I found myself at a football pitch where a group of bus drivers on their lunch break got me on the right track.
Olivia's got me walking around this entire compound, trying to find a way in. Oh my gosh, where are we? Finally, we found the entrance, man.
Ah, ja.
Trámite? De Bolivia? Alright, yeah, we got it done, so we're out of there. Bolivia is so old school. They are pretty far behind in the times where I just it's almost like they forgot what an email was, because I just traveled to hand deliver like 18 pieces of paper that could have been emailed, because on arrival they're emailing them to the border with Peru. They now is telling me stay in La Paz until Tuesday. They'll tell me on the phone here whether it's ready or not, and then I can come, I guess, pick up some documents. So I'm not going to be in Peru for at least another week. This will be all in the same video. Like, I'll just keep it going, take a couple days off filming, edit the first part, and then get it to you guys whenever we figure out what's going on. Rightio then, another day dealing with the absolute mess that is leaving Bolivia. First things first, we got a big bag of laundry to go drop off, and then I won't bore you with the transport, but got another couple gondolas, and then we're outside the customs office. So here I am. We're about to get on the telephone and find out what's going on.
I already mentioned that Bolivia's systems to do things are outdated, but making me call on an office phone instead of calling me directly is just next level inefficiency. 20 minutes after being on hold and the first caller redirecting me, we get onto something.
So now I'm going to talk to a third person on the phone. They're passing me off to higher managers, I guess, maybe. Okay, para explicarme otra vez, ir a policía. The phone just cut out as she's telling me something. We were so close to figuring it out. They're telling me Friday, so yeah, I didn't think I would get an answer. That's Latin America. Sorry to put Latin America in a freaking bubble. Ok, ir a policía y decir que esa placa no va a retornarse. Yeah, I need to report that the number plate as well is not ever coming back to Bolivia, so we're gonna go to the police station now. You come with me. This is a episode and a half.
Half an hour walk in the rain to the police station. They're not happy. The problem apparently is they're not happy I didn't let them know that I had a crash in Brazil when I entered Bolivia. Apparently I should have told them, and I think they're saying, why didn't I do that? I'm like, bro, I'm a foreigner. How can I know that? That would have been the perfect opportunity to sting me for a fine. So I think that's the whole issue around it. What's this? What's the go? Google Maps really wants me to walk in there. That's the sidewalk. Bruh. We're leaving the tunnel behind. I'm gonna try to find a bus. I'm just gonna get on the route that's going my way, the straightest road, and just see if anybody's driving it. Perdón, ¿vas para el Estadio Libertador? No. En la esquina, por favor. All right. Cool. Around the corner now from the police station. But these buses, man, that was my bus. This is one of the other ones as well. It looks a bit newer, this one. But they really struggle in these La Paz kind of hills. So a lady on the phone, she didn't give me a location for the police station I need to go to. So on my way out, I talked to like a police guard that was guarding the customs clearance office. So the lady sent me to a specific police station for vehicle accidents, I believe. So hopefully it's not too much of a niche and fancy office to not be able to take my claim. Solo necesito avisar como que mi placa no va a volver.
Ya, por eso es con respecto de migraciones. En todo caso, la patrulla caminera tendría que encargar.
He's trying to f me off to another place.
Gracias, señor. I'm getting so good at living in Latin America. I know the issue that's gonna happen before it happens. I don't know why I trusted that security guard. If I just typed in my maps, police station, went to the closest one, I was literally a 5-minute walk from the police station I need to go to, the one that he's sending me to now. Man, this is an absolute cultural experience. We're just going down, the brakes, just taking it all.
You can watch the heads of the people move when we get up on. Everybody's going everywhere.
The rain's hectic, but the traffic's more hectic, so we're a couple streets away. I just was like, I won't drive it. I'll just get out and walk it. So I think it's there on the corner.
I've never really been in a police station before, let alone a Latin American one. It's something I would never wish for any foreign traveler to experience, especially because there's very few positive reasons that you'd want to be in here. Whether your phone's been stolen or you're trying to deregister a tuk-tuk in another country. As I'm about to find out, there's very little an officer can do about the situation. And I have to apologize for all the swearing in this episode as I make my channel more family friendly. I'm just very stressed and tired of this bureaucracy caving in around me.
Oh, my friends, we are so f***ing cooked. Gracias. No funciona. ¿Sí? No. ¿No ve? Es lo que hay.
Man. So then, like I have to smile about it. It's just so insane, this whole situation. I can't not laugh about it. He literally was in a quiet voice. We were talking back and forth 20 minutes. I'm explaining my story. I was explaining the shallow version first, and then I went into detail saying, look, I traveled all these countries. I'm trying to be the first to travel to Alaska from Argentina in a Bolivian vehicle. Sir, please help me. My friend, he was really sincere. He was beating around the bush, and with the quiet voice, I was like, he's probably gonna charge me like $50 probably to do this shit under the table, and we'll have no choice, you know? But I'm gonna tell you guys honestly, like, no, he didn't ask for any bribe or anything. He was just telling me, you're in the region of La Paz, it's out of our jurisdiction for us to do anything to help you out. You're gonna have to go back to Santa Cruz, get it all done. He said maybe the solution could be I give the poder, which is like the power is what it translates to, but basically the legal rights to somebody that I trust in Santa Cruz, even maybe one of the Motorland legends. What the f***? Yeah, get the help from Motorland, who are in obviously Santa Cruz. Hang on a sec, legend. This is such a domino effect. We are running into problem after problem after problem. Yeah, so like I said, leaving the police station, we're so cooked. I'm this close to leaving the country illegally and then to never be able to come back to Bolivia. But like I said, if I transfer some motors in Peru, I felt like I was gonna have to come back. I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. There's a lot for me to like process and think of. I have to apologize because this mess of an episode is kind of stressful for myself as well, but for you guys obviously at home. When it really like shakes the adventure, shakes the route, shakes the amount of time I'm in the country as well, I really need a bit of time to like process it. It's wild. Hey buddy, trying to find a way out? Man, street dogs will get themselves anywhere.
Gracias. So, yeah, you know it's been a day when we're at the donut house. We can't just throw it all in the bin with some donuts, so we're at the gym. Sweat out some of this anger on some weights. Let's get it.
Well then, when we're in a gondola, you know, we're still in La Paz. We unfortunately haven't got any positive news in the last couple of days, only negative. We've now found out that we've got a couple of taxes and even a multa, which is a fine for not doing something. Around here is where the mayor's office is. Apparently that's where you pay the taxes and a couple of fines. We're coming them back on the blue line, trying to go to a police station again. I've been recommended by the border forces. I've told them the situation, I've been very transparent. She's given me the location to the corporal's office for the police station in La Paz here, so we're gonna try that.
Right, so yeah, this behind me is it. We'll see how it goes. Alinca.
Municipio, alcaldía.
Ajá.
¿Qué trámite?
Dos trámites son los dos.
Este edificio,
Ah,
las gradas, primer piso, vehículos.
gracias. Muchas gracias. Oh, over that one. As always, wish us luck. Entonces, pagar eso
285. Cualquier banco con este que puedes hacer.
y después volver.
No, o sea, se va a levantar automáticamente. Tienes que esperar por lo menos una semana.
Ah, una semana.
Sí, porque esto es de Porón. Tendrías que llamar a Porón.
That's probably going to delay us a week. Mate, the things that you learn just trying to do local things as a foreigner in another country that's not yours, you know? This is the bank right here, actually. Banks are so fancy in the center of the city. BCP. La línea azul ahora. Ah, celeste, perdón.
Teleférico.
Ajá.
2 cuadras.
Por allá.
2
Ok.
cuadras.
Gracias. Pretty cool building. I don't think they're up to much good in there though. My Spanish isn't good enough to understand those words actually. Of like promiscuity, I guess, is the direction I'm trying to go in for what I'm trying to say. Sí, quiero un rojo fresco, ¿está bien? Ah, bueno amigo. Qué bien.
Es leche con gelatina. Leche batida con
Sí,
gelatina.
voy a pedir una
Muy
ahora.
rico. Es malo,
It's hard to document, but yes, the police are getting some to go, and they basically just whip up the cream. This is a nice brand of like milk that they're using as well. Gracias. Look at that. So I've been in Bolivia in total for nearly 8 months now, and I still have yet to try one of these. Usually I've never seen them done fresh. Usually there's a guy carrying around a tray of about 30 on his head. So there's a plaza right in front. We'll probably just sit down. Then we're around the corner from the police station as well. This will be as good a spot as any. So yeah, it's like basically like a lemon pie almost. It goes pretty hard for like 30 cents. You don't really get the ratio though. It's like either all cream or all jelly. Here it is in front. I'm not gonna film much while inside, you know, but we'll figure it out. This is gonna be the main event. Alguien me dijo que necesito aquí puedo bajar la placa. Ok, gracias.
Vehículos del Perú, ¿entiendes, no? ¿Por qué ese vehículo, esa motocicleta no es retornado al país, no? Y
Okay, leaving the police station, man, I got a smile on my face because that is a man that got on the phone and he's just a man that gets done, but to say it plainly. So he called the lady that I'm directly having troubles with, and he's just like got on the phone and said like, you're telling him he's having police troubles. Listen, I just spoke to the head of transit for the whole of Bolivia, and we've both confirmed that there's no problems with the police, right? So he understands that she's kind of giving me a hard time. He was trying to say all of even the fines that you want him to pay for his old vehicle, he can do that when he returns, brother. If I return, we'll see what happens, but yeah, that guy helped me a lot. I think there's nothing really stopping me in 2 days time from still just packing the Tuk Tuk. Saying it out loud now, I'm like, shoot, getting back on the road. But no, we'd obviously have to return back to the travels sooner rather than later. So yeah, but it's been nice to just live a bit of a routine here in La Paz as well. It's quite a nice city, and I've just gotten used to the altitude, you know? You can hear it right now over my voice. I'm kind of puffing, but no police issues. I have so much respect for Bolivian police. I've just never had an issue with them, but they've always been like always kind and trying to help my situation as best they can. That guy he had no responsibility for making that call, but I'm so grateful that he did. And he was kind of putting her under a bit of pressure as well to like, just let the man out of the country. Yeah, the one detail I am like heavily overlooking as I like pass Homer Simpson with some donuts, unfortunately, is that what she was saying on the phone is the whole trouble with this man is that he should have only stayed out of the country for 90 days, and he had the accident after a year and a half of being out of the country. So yeah, those dates kind of what's kind of just killing me right now. But to end the conversation, he was saying like, yeah, that problem now is not with the police, that's with the customs clearance. So good luck to you, bud. That's the situation, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so now we're going to the gym and then we're going back home, seeing Patty, I guess, waiting. Rightio, we just arrived at the gym, right? And check this out, I just have received word. This is the last message she sent. It's saying C. The GoPro's not picking up, but she sent me the location. She said your documents need to be signed here in this location on the border. I then said, all right, so after I sign that, I'll be clear to leave. She said, C. That's what that message is for. So like, it's gonna be a whole smash gym set. I am over the mood. We have got a problem-free exit out of Bolivia now. We only got to dud it. Sorry for the roller coaster of stress from this episode, last episode. Absolutely wild. There you go. Hey, Miss Putty. Hey, Miss Putty. Who's going to Peru, Miss Putz? Who's going to Peru? You and I? Hey? That's it, Miss Putz. We're off to Peru. You're adorable.